You suck. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're not wanted. Fuck you. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot.
I don't know what to say.
Fuck
I guess
you. Fuck you.
Law and order.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
They'll end
Fuck
up
you.
being
Fuck
on the
you.
end of this
Fuck
verbal
you.
abuse.
Fuck you.
So it's
Fuck
just cowardice from everybody all around.
Fuck you.
A lot of people usually want to know how do you keep your composure?
Fuck you.
What's up?
Fuck you.
Keep your
Fuck you.
composure.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Nothing.
Fuck you. 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 No.
Shalom, shalom. HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, a teacher of will. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. I'm Brother Tazam Gabar coming at you with a quick lesson from the Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. And it's going to be going into this rally with these damn Transformers, man. Well, this guy got attacked by a man with makeup on and a wig on his head, claiming to be a woman. You know, this dude looked like he was pretty big, man. If it be the Lord will, I'll put the video up and the intro of the lesson so that you can see it for yourselves. But man, this dude was literally wailing on this damn the speaker or the reporter or whatever, man. You know, and then you gotta respect this shit. Like here in Babylon, you gotta respect shit like that. That's why this place must be destroyed, man. This place must be destroyed. But let me see which city it was. So they're coming out with like a ban. It says, okay. The Republican-led House passed a bill Thursday that would bar federally supported schools and colleges from allowing trans athletes whose biological sex assigned at birth was male to compete on girls' or women's sports teams. The legislation, approved by a 219 to 203 vote, is unlikely to advance further because the Democratic-led Senate will not support it, and the White House said President Joe Biden would veto it. So this is in Washington, by the way. House passes trans athlete ban for girls and women's trans. And look at this nigga, man. This nigga's huge. He gonna be the cover. He gonna be the wallpaper for this class. But this nigga's huge, man. You know, and calling himself a woman. You had that UFC fight when this man got in there and fought this woman, and this woman looked like she was at the peak of her. She was at the peak. It looked like she drove her body to its peak, to its limits as a woman. You know, because she was built like a young man. She looked like she drove her body to its limits, man. You know. And then when you had that man get in there, who was not too much bigger than her, you know, and claiming himself to be a woman, he got in there and he took her out in under 30 seconds. And with a knee to the skull, he fractured her skull, man, and she dropped. You know, she couldn't even withstand or fathom what the fuck happened in that much of time. She says she's been practicing for this for months, years, man. All that hard work went down, was thrown away out the window in under 30 seconds because she went up against a man. The scripture tells you the woman was made to be the weaker vessel. And these men are calling themselves women now. They're pretty much putting themselves in equal terms with women. And I bet it is making these women start to feel like, okay, hold on. Equal rights don't mean equal fights. You know, they want equal rights, but they don't want equal fights. And this dude, what had me laughing was this dude said, all you women out there, I'm coming for you. You know, and it's like as it was almost like he was hunting down a woman that want to be equal to men, you know, that are overstepping their boundaries, that are getting out of place, man. But it says man filmed being assaulted by trans activists during Trans Day of Visibility rally. See, this guy was assaulted, man. He was getting beat up by a grown-ass man, and the world calls that a woman, you know. But this is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, and verse 9. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. So a little bit of leaven leaveneth the whole lump. You let one of these flamers live, then this flamer should start to spread. Other people begin to think it's cool. And you got other flamers. Now you got more flamers. Now you got a whole city full of flamers. And that's how Sodom and Gomorrah came about. you know, and they were thrown down by YAHAWASHI with fire, man, fire and brimstone. The same thing is going to happen to Babylon, because this plague is spread all across of Babylon, you know, and now it's leaking out into other countries. Matthew 24 and 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Lord got to shorten the days, because if he were to continue on in this world for too long, man, everybody would be corrupted, man. Everybody would be filled with wickedness and iniquity, because a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. It spreads like a plague, like cancer, man. You know, and it's hard to just... It's harder to get rid of the more it spreads, because you're going to have people who's got it, and it's going to be hiding dormant in them. And they ain't saying nothing about it. They're just doing it behind closed doors and in darkness and shit. But if you catch them, you know, catch one of them doing it openly, you put their ass out, you know, make an example out of them like we were doing back in our homeland. You know, you won't have shit like this spreading all across the place, man. You know, that's why the Lord say he put off the evil from Israel, that it spread not. So we would put them to death, and then hang them up and making them example to all Israel of what will happen to you if you acting like that, man. This is book of 2nd Ezra 15 and 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right, so the wickedness is polluting the entire earth, man. That's why Micah 2 and 10 tells you to arise ye and depart. This is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you with the sore destruction. So it's polluted. It's very polluted. If you try to rest here, or, you know, take it easy here, your mind going to end up getting polluted, and you're going to become a part of the pollution. You're going to become a part of that trash, a part of the corruption that's a part of that defines Babylon as a whole. You know, you're going to be one of the reasons why Babylon is going to get wiped off the face of the earth. And you don't want to be one of those reasons, man. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, meaning it's time for them to pay. It's time for them to pay for these hurtful works they have done, and these offenses. Psalms 55 and 15 says, let death seize upon them, and let them go down into hell. Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell. For wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. All right, so wickedness is among them, man, and it's in their dwellings, you know. So let death seize upon them. You don't want shit like that to be living on. You know, we got that saying, kill it before it spreads. Well, it's already spreading. Now what? You got to throw out the whole fucking country. You got to throw the whole landmass away because it spread so much, you know. And that's not just the only wicked acts they do, but adultery, idolatry.